at my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we wouldn't ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. The Panther kicker, Zane Gonzalez, has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Stafford going to throw from the outset. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. The Panthers turn their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get it inside the 20, and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee from 4 yards out. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First down, Mayfield. That caught by Tremble. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. There's Tremble, the tight end. Second catch for him today. He'll wind up a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective. That's what I tell all you guys. We need more than one tackle to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey to about the 35, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. On the move past the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 37. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Mayfield now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that was one that I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
It's a gain of 34. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
On the give, this is Akers. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that will get our tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. In this case, I'm a free safety coming up and making a big-time play.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Here's Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Mayfield.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Back deep, Brandon Powell.
This is taken at about the 14.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On first down, Stafford here.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close, that close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Finding space at the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
On the move to his left. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And some space here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 and minutes up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation.
And my goodness, another interception. Duke Dawson picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Watching the wide receivers, because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break the game.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Christian McCaffrey, 35 yards. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 50 at Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 37. Again at Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd down at 5.
Now Mayfield.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
This one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the 50, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Stafford.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Stafford down to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And they'll get him down short of 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Stafford. That's caught at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They'll look to run with Akers.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Akers. They try and run.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They snap it to Stafford. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gamble for the win, and they trail by 1 here in the final moments. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did an AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. Next level. One of the best. Next level. I'm coming for everything. Everything. I am the first. Remember me.
Better, petty don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. They'll start by running the option to the right. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. Really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. On the move past the 40.
Pushes past him. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is over.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Look at that sense of ball game, and those guys on defense, that came to play. Something other folks series, they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. He's got room at the 30. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from the defender.
They'll run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. And now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Sanders. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders. As they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And it's going to run down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe lower down the other defense. We'll see. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And Jackson throwing once more. He gets this up. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
That one complete to Prochet.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
James Prochet
as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker with the extra point. And these guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And he lost the football.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They're going for it with Dobbins. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on fourth.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted. Because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they need. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 52 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And a throw in here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Incomplete.
Oh, wise choice was made here, and he didn't risk a turnover because he understood the pressure was coming, saw the tight coverage, and decided just to throw it away and live another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Dobbins. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here on the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd and a yard. Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go play action with Hurts. And he finds the tight end route. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 9, 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He's caught his out pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. The kick up and good, but they remain a field goal short as they wind up dropping this one by 3. On the one side, they try to take this off in this game. They go to the final whistle, getting a touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your